Attention! Parade will mark time by the center. Mark time. Deposit colors. Legion flag bearer, remaining colored party, dismissed.
Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command. Car ton bras est porté les pieds. Il s'est porté la croix. Ton histoire est une épopée des plus brillants exploits. Valky Poland, glorious and free. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for stand on guard for thee.
In Flanders fields, the poppies blow between the crosses, row on row that mark our place. And in the sky, the larks, still bravely singing, fly, scarce heard amid the guns below. We are the dead. Short days ago we lived, felt dawn, saw sunset glow, loved and were loved. and now we lie in Flanders fields. Take up our quarrel with the foe. To you from failing hands we throw the torch. Be yours to hold it high. If ye break faith with us who die, we shall not sleep, though poppies grow in Flanders fields.
Hi everyone, my name is Harjit Sajan, Minister of National Defence for Canada, and I wanted to deliver a short message to you before you watch this great Veterans Week video. I know this has been a tough 8 months for all of us, and I wanted to thank you for doing your part to stop the spread of COVID-19. On Remembrance Day, we remember the bravery of our veterans, and we reflect on the sacrifices they made to fight for our freedom and defend Canada. This is also a time to think of the people who are serving in the Canadian Armed Forces today, so that our country, our values, and our way of life are well defended. They are the veterans of tomorrow. I hope that you enjoy hearing more about our veterans and that you share what you have learned with those around you, lest we forget.
Hello, I'm a member of the Canadian Armed Forces, and I am proud to join a number of my colleagues in this video and share our story with you today. Like all members of the military, my job is to keep you and Canada safe. On Remembrance Day, we remember Canadian sailors, soldiers, and aviators who have risked or even lost their lives so we could live with freedoms, in peace, and enjoying our Canadian way of life. We remember those Canadians who left their families, friends, and communities during times of conflict and war for months or even years at a time to fight for freedom and for peace. They did so and continue to do so, knowing that they may never come home again.
Picture yourself in the 1940s, walking for hours, carrying a heavy backpack, drenched in rain or sweating through extreme heat. You haven't bathed or eaten a meal that didn't come out of a can in weeks. You dig a deep hole in the ground to catch a few hours sleep, which is often interrupted by a duty watch or an enemy attack. You are a Canadian soldier.
Feel the freezing winds and water of the Atlantic as you stand watch for enemy submarines and airplanes trying to stop you from delivering vital supplies. You may be in knee-deep water that has flooded your ship and you haven't seen land for weeks. You are a Canadian sailor.
Now you're flying through fog, clouds, and rain in the dark of night without radar. Enemy artillery shells rock your plane, test your courage. You don't know whether you'll make it back to the airfield or crash into enemy territory, but you have to continue on to drop bombs on your target. You are a Canadian aviator.
You are one of 1 million Canadians who wonder if you'll ever come home again, if you'll ever kiss your mother or hug your father again, if you'll ever grow old. 45,000 Canadians did not. They never returned from the Second World War.
On Remembrance Day, we also pay tribute to veterans of the Korean and Afghanistan wars, as well as numerous other international missions. More than 500 Canadians lost their lives in Korea, and 158 Canadian Armed Forces members did not come back from Afghanistan. Many who returned carried the consequences of war with them, battling long-term physical, psychological, and emotional wounds. Despite the unimaginable challenges, generations of our bravest and best Canadians have risked their lives for our freedom. Determined to keep Canadians safe, to defend our way of life, and to try and make the world a better place. That's something we must never forget, the unimaginable heroism and great sacrifices made by our Canadian veterans.
Today, Canadian Armed Forces members continue to risk their own health and safety to protect others. While many continue to be deployed overseas on United Nations and NATO missions, others serve here at home. Responding to natural disasters like floods, forest fires, and snowstorms across the country. Carrying out life-saving search and rescue missions by air, ground, and sea. Responding to about 1,000 search and rescue calls each year.
More recently, others put their medical training to work, helping to fight the COVID-19 pandemic. Whatever and wherever the need, Canadians can count on us to keep them safe and our country safe, just as our veterans did. That's the link that ties today's military members with those who came before us. We are all part of the Canadian family, and we are all in this together. Thank you.
Harvey McPhee was my father. Harvey served in World War II. And just like him, they were all young men. Lord knows what they went through. I remember on Remembrance Day, Dad saluted those who fought and died. I can't imagine what he was thinking when I saw the tears in my father's eyes. This country these days, it seems, is not as proud as it should be. Do we care about our heroes anymore? Do we take the time to thank a soldier for everything they do? Have we forgotten those brave souls who fought and died for the red and white?
They shall grow not old, as we that are left grow old. Age shall not weary, nor the years condemn. At the going down of the sun and in the morning, we will remember them.
We will remember them.
Deposit colors. Legion flag bearer dismissed.